The invitation wasn't kind. It pretended to be polite, wrapped in gold lettering and fake nostalgia, but Emma felt the old sting the moment she read it. A 10-year high school reunion. Same town. Same people who once laughed when her electricity got cut off, who joked about her working nights at a diner while dreaming too loudly about a better life. She almost threw the card away. Back then, Emma had been invisible unless someone needed a punchline. Her clothes were second-hand, her lunches were simple, and her kindness was mistaken for weakness. Still, she remembered holding doors open, helping classmates study, covering shifts for co-workers without complaint. She remembered believing that goodness mattered, even when no one noticed. Life after graduation hadn't been gentle, but it had been honest. Emma worked 2 jobs, then 3. She sent money home. She volunteered on weekends at shelters, tutoring kids who reminded her of herself. Somewhere along the way, opportunity met effort. A small aviation startup took a chance on her leadership. Years passed. The company grew. So did she. When the reunion night arrived, the town buzzed with familiar energy. Luxury cars lined the venue entrance, engines purring like quiet bragging. Inside, laughter floated over crystal glasses. Old hierarchies tried to reassemble themselves, name tags doing the work memory once did. Someone glanced at the guest list and smirked. Did Emma really say she was coming? Probably didn't get the day off, another replied, chuckling. Then the air changed. A low, rhythmic thumping rolled across the sky. Conversations faltered. Heads tilted upward. Outside, light swept across the lawn as a helicopter descended, controlled and confident, its blades stirring the night. When it landed, silence followed. Emma stepped out calmly, dressed simply, no excess, no show. She thanked the pilot, adjusted her jacket, and walked toward the entrance. For a moment, no one spoke. Faces shifted from disbelief to confusion, then to something quieter, recognition. Inside, eyes followed her. Whispers spread. Someone laughed nervously. Someone else looked away. Emma greeted people by name. She asked about families, about health, about life. She listened more than she spoke. When asked what she did now, she answered without drama. When compliments came wrapped in shock, she accepted them gently. The evening moved on, but something underneath had cracked open. Midway through dinner, a former classmate named Jason stood up, glass trembling in his hand. Once the loudest voice in the room, now careful. I didn't expect tonight to feel like this, he said. A few years ago, I lost everything, my job, my confidence. I ended up at a community program that helped me get back on my feet. He swallowed. Emma, that program, you funded it. The room stilled. Emma stood, not for attention, but to meet his eyes. You helped me once too, she said softly. You shared your notes when I was working late. I never forgot. Emotion rippled through the room, unplanned and uncontained. Others followed, stories of quiet help, of donations given anonymously, of doors opened without names attached. Emma hadn't come to prove anything, but her presence revealed something no entrance ever could. Later, outside under string lights, former classmate gathered around her, not impressed anymore, but curious. Honest. A woman who once mocked her apologized through tears. A man asked how he could volunteer. Someone else simply said thank you. When it was time to leave, the helicopter waited again, steady and patient. Emma hugged a few people goodbye, promises exchanged, connections renewed. As she lifted into the night sky, the crowd below didn't watch with envy. They watched with understanding. And for the first time, the reunion wasn't about who had risen the highest, but about who had lifted others along the way.